name is Ferruccio Bilic. I'm going to talk with you about decision making with wisdom. Uh, Decision making, everybody think, well, that's easy. Everybody knows how to do this. But I will put a little twist in this process. This decision making with wisdom means that the decision process is the decision are weighted by knowledge, wisdom. How to obtain this wisdom in the decision making? There are several methods, several ways to achieve, to incorporate wisdom in the decision-making process. And I will talk about some of them and how they can be applied in several situations. Okay. This decision-making can be any decision. Can be in the legislative system, legislative decision, can be judiciary decision, can be defense decision, can be executive decision, managerial decision, social, cultural, economic, whatever. All kind of decision. Even a spiritual decision. This decision making, therefore, you can implement. You use it for have direct democracy. If you have a legislative system where, because democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and the people decides how the legislative matter. And each vote should be weighted by wisdom of the people have in respect to each subject under voting. This decision-making can be also used for the judiciary. How this judiciary decision would be better, more just, and much less expensive and fair if taken by the people, okay, with wisdom. Even the defense decisions also should be taken by the people, not our individual. Even running the companies should be a decision process with wisdom. Okay. Okay. This concern with wisdom was about a complaint that already was vehiculated by the intellectual or the philosopher of ancient Athens when they had democracy, and they said no, but who should decide are the philosophers because they have knowledge. This can be solved by everybody of the people, not only philosophers, not only landowners, but also other people, everybody should vote, should decide. And when you have a small group that everybody knows each other, you can even ask what should be the weight given to each other, to each one of the participants in the decision process. Okay? Even to yourself, if you participate in the decision process. And the average weight of that everybody gives will weight the vote or the decision of each one of the participants. Okay. The idea is everybody doesn't have all the knowledge of the world, but everybody has some idea of each one of the things or the issues in the world. Therefore, when now we are already moving to a second process that I call is part of the decision process, but attached with a new technology that I call convergence of opinion. Okay, therefore the vote that each gives will be weighted, and now when you have a group that is larger, that people don't know each other personally, it's better to ask to each one to weight his opinion on each subject. Okay. Therefore, if I am asked to vote on some subject, and there is a topic that I know well, I will give our weight higher to my opinion in answering to or voting on this subject. If there is a subject, a topic that I don't know that well, I will attach to it, to my decision or my vote to this topic, a lower weight. Okay? And also, this in the first round. And after the first round, that everybody gives a vote, let's say, from 1 to 10 in terms of desirability of selecting that topic. And you also attach to it the weight that you think that should be given to each of your answer. Let's say also 1 to 10. And then we will have the weighted average of the topic or the issue. And this weighted average can be returned to each one of the participants so that each participant can reformulate his opinion based on this information, or if he has a strong feeling or some very good reason to stick to his deviant decision, this reasoning is shared with all the other participants so that they may change their opinion. Okay? Therefore, we will have a second round, each one giving a new note or value to each one of the topics based on the previous average. And you run these round turns until you converge to a acceptable answer, where acceptable is within some standard deviation. Okay? I run this process. The first time I ran converged opinion, I didn't know how fast the thing would converge. I knew that the thing would converge because there is a theorem that proves that the process converge in a finite number of steps. But I didn't know how fast the thing would converge. Therefore, I ran for 6 turns. The first convergence of opinion method that I apply. I applied that in the center the importance of projects in Institute of Space Research. But then I saw that the tendency and also realized that in most of the application, 2 rounds is enough to have a good convergence. Okay? Therefore, you don't need to go to 6th round. But for the process to work well, the definition of the subject to be voted on should be clear and very well explained. Okay? The more better explained is the subject, less change will have a higher, a quicker convergence. Like also I realized that people that diverge on the first round, on the first turn, is because they usually was concentrating in seeing a specific case, particular case of the subject, instead of seeing the whole picture. Okay? When they realize this, when who is applying this method explains better the subject, then they realize they converge to the mean of the others. Okay. Also, implementation becomes easier because everybody gets convinced in this process in which direction to go. Okay. Also, these weights could be given by an algorithm. We will use a system to receive the answer, and the initial evaluation of each one can give his own evaluation on his weight. But the system could store this information and start checking how close your answers are in similar or subject of this surround the same subject. Okay, and the system could then to each one that gives a vote, and his vote ends up being closer to the final vote, his weight will increase. And to each one that his vote is farther away from the converging vote, his weight will diminish. And this information will be provided to each one of the voters. Okay? Therefore, this decision-making will represent well what the majority or the people desire, and will be implemented in a quicker way. Okay, but let's say if you start voting for participating in voting related to local things, regional things, city things, state things, country things, world things, we arrive on one that's, God, that's tiring. It's becoming boring. This work. Can we make it more automatic? Yes, we can. As we attach to each one will attach to his decision artificial intelligence that will follow his voting, then can learn how he votes. Okay? After a while, the artificial intelligence that represents your voting can take over your voting, and only once in a while, periodically, you check if the voting of the artificial intelligence are still coordinating with your own choosing. Okay, If not, you correct the artificial intelligence. Okay, this will be less time, much easier. Okay, and release each one of us to do more creative work. Okay, therefore, all the decisions, executive, legislative, judiciary, all kind of decision, managerial, whatever, can be in the end released to the system, and the system will execute. And even the execution of the orders in the future will be taken by robots with artificial intelligence. Okay, therefore you don't need to spend the energy, much of energy to do the work. You will spend your energy in thinking creative ideas. Okay. Therefore, decision making with wisdom will help to make life easier, more creative, happier, okay, more enjoyable, and that's an idea that we have. We can start having a more fulfilling life, a more creative life, and leaving the boring work with the machines. Okay? I hope that you start thinking about this thing. If you think, well, these few ideas are worth a lot of money. I estimate over quadrillion not 1 million, billion, trillion, quadrillion dollars. Okay? Therefore, pay attention because this will make your life easier, the system fairer, you happier, and you economize money, the resource, so on. You will have no tax to pay. In fact, you will enjoy life, and I hope this will release you to doing more creative work. That is what I hope, that we go to the next step, because this decision making with wisdom is kid stuff, okay? It's simple. Now let's go and start thinking about the next step, that is planning of values that orientate or nurture our decisions. Okay? And after we think about the planning value, we should start thinking about the meta value. But that's very far in the future, very far in the future. If you can do this simple stuff decision making with wisdom, it's good enough. Then we release you to do more creative work. That then you start thinking about values and how to change values. And the changing of values will, in the end, changing even our genetic makeup. Okay? And the meta values will change even more our genetic makeup. Why? Because we want to survive not only today, tomorrow, but even in some billions of years from now. And if we don't start thinking about this now, when arrive 5 billions from now, when will be too late. Okay? Therefore, please think about these things and try to implement it as much as you can, and start releasing your time to doing more creative work that is thinking about values, that we will talk in another video about this subject. Okay? Thank you very much for your attention.